In this video, we'll be working with Duke and his owner, Rebecca. They've come up from Tennessee to work on a few things. We're going to see if we can get him to go up the ramp. And he's a little bit afraid of the vacuum cleaner. We work with that. And then we also will do some calm down time so that he can relax and possibly chew on a bone and chill out at home. Duke. Hey, Duke. Duke's approximately maybe 6 or 7?
Roughly 6.
Okay.
He is a pit bull and
Bulldog
mix. Yep.
Okay. All right. English bulldog?
American bulldog.
American bulldog. Okay.
He's Amstaff, American pit, and American bulldog.
Okay. So that was on a DNA test that you did with Embark. This is Rebecca. Rebecca's the owner. And she brought him up. They live in Tennessee and family live here, so they brought him up for just a couple things. We're going to try to teach him the calm down time to lay down at my feet. Right now, he is stressed. So learning is going to be difficult for him because of his stress level. But the best I can do is make him a little better today and give Rebecca things to go home and do when she can in his normal, natural environment. He's much happier in his normal environment. Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do is, apparently he has trouble with the vacuum, so I'm going to vacuum with him on the leash. All right, so when I have a dog that's afraid of a vacuum, I wish he would take treats. Right now he is not taking any because of his stress level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show Rebecca how to do this and see if she can do it. And we're just going to vacuum around these chairs here. So what I do is turn the vacuum on and just vacuum. And let him follow the vacuum. Because his normal natural thing would be to run away from it. And I can feel that he's pulling. There. Now he followed, so I gave release of pressure. I made the leash longer. Now the reason I make the leash longer is to reward that he has followed. If a dog is afraid of anything, what you would do is food, fun, and follow for the fearful dog. Food, fun, and follow. Well, I can't do fun because he's too stressed, and I can't do food because he's too stressed. So the best thing I can do, the only thing I can do is have him follow me. And that is done on a leash. But see, I don't pull him. My hand stays close to my hip. And let him follow. So, at home he's not stressed about other things, but he is definitely, at home he's not stressed about other things, but he is stressed about the vacuum. But this way he's learning not to fight, kind of just deal with it. But if you keep his feet moving, he can't freeze so much. So I think he did a really good job. I would love to have given him treats right there. When he gets in that state of mind, we can do that. But I just act confident, like nothing's going on, and just keep vacuuming. Keep it going away from him, so he has to follow it. If a dog attacks the vacuum, then the vacuum would go toward him, which teaches the dog that the vacuum's not going away from him. But right now, we want him to follow. This is looking really good. Bring him back this way just a little bit. Loose leash. And he's learning that he's not dying, that the vacuum isn't there to kill him. Okay, we're going to try calm down time with him because they say he doesn't like to lie down. Well, all dogs like to lie down. He just doesn't maybe like to be told or doesn't understand. And sometimes our frustration comes out. We get a little firmer, and then they think they're in trouble with the word down. So we're going to say it with no words at all. We're going to do calm down time. I'm going to step on the leash short and make him slightly uncomfortable. And I'm going to put this, good, he's got some interest. And that draws his head down. So right now, he learned that putting his head down made things a little more comfortable. Good. So he's dipped his head down at least twice now, 3 times right there. And that released the pressure. So I'm not going to make the pressure any worse. And we're just going to see. And again, he is very stressed. So I'm just going to hang in here and see how long it might take him. I could have done more activity with him. Right there, he lowered his head and released the pressure. So we'll just see how long it takes him. Now I want to keep him on the bed, so I'm going to block with this foot. And there we go. Good. Foot's off the leash. He found his place of comfort. No words are said. The only words have been toward the camera. He got up. I don't get frustrated. I'm not trying to keep him down. I'm trying to teach him how to figure this out. So I'm going to be happy to reiterate. Now, if I could get him to take a treat or chew on that bone, that would even be all the better. So let's make him uncomfortable again and see if he figures it out. And I'm going to do my best not to release the pressure until the elbows touch. I'm talking to the elbows. He figured it out once, he figured it out twice, and released. He's okay to get back up. I'm not upset. I'm happy. I'm happy because he figured it out and I get to reteach. The more they get up, the more you get to reteach. So it's not a big deal. Put my foot on. Take up the slack. Hold on here. Hold down there and let him figure out how to. He's actually doing it quite quickly. And then after this time, I'm going to let Rebecca try. Now, I will tell you that I have had some dogs take up to a half hour and a couple up to 45 minutes. And I didn't care. I just sat there and did what I wanted to do. Now, he sat down, which brought his head up and made the pressure worse. He made the pressure worse. I did not. So, if he leans on me, I can get a little pressure back. So he's bracing into pressure. That's very natural. It's called opposition reflex. Very, very natural. So what I'm going to do, even though I don't think he'll take it, is I'm going to drop a couple treats down on the floor to teach him that lowering his head feels better. Well done. And he took the treats, so we're kind of in business. Okay, so, don't release pressure.
Sorry,
You started.
You're gonna tell me to
Once you start, don't release pressure. Pressure motivates, but the release is the teacher. Okay, if that makes sense.
It does.
So you keep your foot on that leash and wait for him to make the right choice. You did kind of set it up a little bit more difficult. I was using the opposite foot, so he had more room to lay down. And he's going to have to lay across your foot, and you don't have a block for him.
Right.
So, but we're going to stick with it.
Yeah. Figure it out.
Yep. Slide your foot slightly backward under the chair to make yourself a bit stronger. If the foot is... Now, he sat, and it wasn't... Actually, sitting will make it more uncomfortable because they draw their head up. So, if you can, it's like playing Twister there. If you can reach those 2 treats that are right by his foot over here, or the rawhide, and set it in front of him, real close to his feet. So he put his head down, and that made him realize again that putting the head down is more comfortable. Let's just see how long it takes. You can draw his attention to those treats again. I don't always use treats. Most likely I use a bone. Hang in there, hang in there, hang in there. Let me come over here. Now, typically, pit bulls and bulldogs like to have a blanket to lay on. Typically. We're trying to show him that down is a good thing. And the more comfortable. There, he lowered his head there, so he learned that it felt better. Good. And you've never tried this at home at all?
Not that I can remember.
Okay, so what you need to do is take some deep breaths. Breathe in and breathe out so that you bring yourself to a relaxation.
Oh, I'm okay. I don't feel like
Yeah.
I'm stressed. Is my body language saying otherwise?
And it gives it extra. They hear the breathing. It's better for them. So then, slower breathing. Yep. Keep your toes on the ground.
Yeah.
So he's telling me that you're having a more difficult time with it emotionally. Yep, it is what it is. I actually thought he would do it faster with you.
So I'm surprised that it is taking him this long because he's usually not this hesitant. But it is what it is.
Yeah, So there may be something, and maybe not, where you feel sorry for his fear in his past. You don't think so?
Not anymore. I used to have that philosophy, but because I followed you, I know that his past is his past,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter what
Yeah,
happened. We just move with what we have and go forward.
Right.
So, I mean, to give you his history, and I don't know if you want
Yeah,
to
that's good.
So he was a stray that was very emaciated. He hasn't grown, height-wise or size-wise as far as the length. He's gotten thicker because when we first got him, he was 45 pounds, this big giant head, and he was all skin and bones. He had both types of mange and a severe skin infection. So when we would pet him, it would just be sloughing off in our hands.
That was how my Doberman Micah came
Yep.
to me.
They didn't know if he was going to live. He was so
Yep.
sick. And he had one of the worst loads of parasites they had ever seen.
This is the exact same story of Micah. Micah his gums were gray. He was so anemic.
Oh, wow.
They could not neuter him or anything. Was he neutered or they had to wait for the neuter?
When we adopted him through the organization that we adopted him from, he was already...
Release the pressure, and that's a job well done, buddy. Good boy. Slow down. Slow down your petting. Go like you were doing slow motion. There you go. Very good.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if we can get him to step up and into the back. I'm going to use him shorter because he's heavier. I'm going to just guide him right here. He's got this martingale collar on. I don't mind using a treat for a lure. Good boy. Good boy. So his nails are long as well. So good. Now he's not as eager to take the treat. Good. So we're going to reset. And this time I'm going to stay back. Step up. Good boy. I'm going to stay back and kind of help support his butt. Good boy. Wait. There. Good job. How was that
It looked good.
compared to usual?
Compared to usual, that was really good.
So I'm going to drop some treats in here. He can eat them or get them when he comes back. Okay, so what he needed was a little bit of, I wasn't pushing at all, just supporting,
Yes.
blocking that he would fall. I didn't want him to fall. I want him to feel safe. So this is not going to be real pretty right now. Because not only does he have to come out, which he doesn't want to, he's going to have to, there, now I'm releasing. Did you see me
Yes, I did.
pressure? Release the pressure. And I'm supporting, release the pressure. I'm releasing on every try he gives me. Yes, good boy. That look better than usual?
Yes.
So what I'm doing is shorter leash, shorter, more increments of opening my hand and releasing. Do you have a word for this? Like step up?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Step up. Block his This way, good. You can do it. Come on, buddy. You can do this. Well done, well done. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're both going. We're both going, big guy. Good. That was him being afraid of me. So I think he'll do it better for you.
We'll try.
Oh, we're both going down.
We will
Big
try.
guy. Good. You're going one more time. See, every try he gives me, I release on. So I'm going to actually say pressure and release instead of, anything else. Pressure, release. Release, 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 release. I'm not pulling. I followed for safety.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes
Okay, I want to
perfect
try one more
sense.
time coming in. Okay. Why don't you video from in there?
Okay.
We have Rebecca in the car as a draw because he's not taking the treats. And we're going to use the word hup because they have used that at home for other things. I'm going to get him square and ask him to hup. There you go. There's Mommy. Ah, good boy. Good boy. So you were his reward. All right. Okay. So it's Rebecca's turn to try it.
Come on, monkey.
So just kind of look the way you want him to go and just try to bring him down straight. Get him, release. Oh, not that much. You need to be there to support, follow.
Good boy.
What I don't want him to do is get hurt. Release. There. Now see if you can get him to go up the same way. I know you were a big draw. Beautiful job. Let's take it. Woo-hoo! And that was your first time to try it, right?